sun, isn't it? Broad A here, and that's right, we're back in the gym. The reason we're back in the gym is because I've drastically run out of time. I told you in a video earlier this week, time is against me, but we must make the content. So I think I've seen Chris Bumstead do this before. He trains, and then like when he's doing rest sets, he answers questions and he makes them into a video. And I thought, well, that's a bit different because there's only so many times you can train. Although I will show you my new, it's back day today, the greatest of all the days. So I will show you that, and I've got a wrestling match tonight, and I've got progress tomorrow, so I'll try and vlog that as well. That's why I got a weird tan on. You're gonna see my weird tan. It looks weird in like real life, but under wrestling lights it looks okay. So doing my 10 minutes warm up now, my cross trainer, get that blood pumping, get those muscles warmed up. Always do that. We'll then warm up our back, and yeah, I'll answer some questions. So, start with my man Golden Boy. Follow Golden Boy, he's a good dude. Smash it as well, always doing interesting things. I think he asked me what my favourite game of all time is, or top 3. And this changes all the time, literally all the time. Number 1 is always Ocarina of Time. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, favourite game ever. And when it comes to 2 and 3, today I'm going to say Shadow of the Colossus, because I love that game. And the third one, I'm going to get Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And there's Gears of War, and there's God of War. I'm going to go with those 3. Interestingly, somebody once said to me, Simon, do you like fantasy RPGs? I said no. And I said they were my 3 favourite games. I'm an idiot. Okay, so what are we doing today? I mean, we have started already. It's just back day, solely focusing on back, which I like because I like back. I always forget what they're called. You're going to see them in a minute. We do pullovers, whatever the hell they're called. Really good exercise for your back. And we superset them with reverse grip, lat pull-ups, chin-ups. What's a lat pull-up? No one's ever done it. So we do those 2. It's a really good way to start. Again, lots of warming up beforehand. And you go right into isolation, I suppose. Not doing deadlifts at the moment, which is weird for me, but I like it because I feel like I'm getting that kind of work with other sessions. So when we get to my back, just focus on being as wide as possible. But look at me, I've only done 2 working sets and I'm already sweating. Idiot. Oh, we move on to Matt. Matt had a very nice question. This is so weird, training and then getting my phone out. People look at me. But Matt, thank you very much. You said you know I don't like filming content here, which I don't. Very self-conscious person, but it helps you. So that's why we were here. And you also wanted to know what a superset was, and you kind of acted like you were a simpleton for not knowing. Not at all, man. How else do we learn? By asking questions. Superset is simply, I'm doing pullovers right now. If I was going to do a superset with lat pull downs, I finish my pullovers and I go straight into lat pull down. And you can do this with anything. Some people even superset between 2 different muscle groups. You can go from back to biceps, you go from chest to legs. Some people do that. They go legs to bicep. Whatever works for you is cool. Find your way, stick to it. On to my man, Josh, who hit me up on Twitter, cheapplug@Simon316, who said, have you ever thought about leaving what culture and doing it on your own? I mean, we all have these thoughts, of course, we're human beings, but I like what culture. I like working with the guys, I like the platform, I like the freedom that I have, and of course I've got my own channel. I'm still able to do stuff outside of it. So yeah, the idea pops in there, but do I have any real interest? No, and I'm pretty content. So the worst thing that's happened, always happens, doesn't matter how busy the gym is. Meant to be doing Barbell Rows, can't do it, someone's on it. I don't ask people how many sets they got left because I think it's annoying. So the third thing in my program is machine rows, so we'll just switch to that instead. It's not great, it's not ideal, I've got a weird brain where I like doing it in order. Always be flexible, it will make your sessions a lot easier. I'll move on to Kyle. Kyle, thank you for your question. He said, what's the worst gym injury you've ever had and how did it happen? Well, I tore my rotator cuff, I tore my subscapularis. Most people tear their supraspinatus. I tore my subscapularis. I was doing behind the neck barbell presses, push presses, shoulder presses. Never do them, it's not worth it. However, it actually wasn't my fault. I had a spotter and I asked the spotter to spot me like that because you have more movement. He kept going the other way where you have less range of motion. So when I went to push it up, he changed his grip, even though I asked him not to. Went to push it, shoulder made such a crunch, the whole gym turned around. And I was out for years, like 2 years. So I had to have surgery. I get the NHS, it has a burden, but that's how long it took. Not only the crappiest gym I've ever done, one of the worst things in my life. Okay, shout out to Ant. And Ant asked, who do I think right now in the major wrestling promotions is someone that basically deserves to be the world champion and never has been? The answer is nice and simple. Keep it short and sweet. Miro. Moving on to John. John, my man, thank you very much for the message. You very kindly asked about my acting stuff and asked if my show reel had helped get me any gigs. No official gigs, but I did get signed to an acting agency, which is insane. I mean, massive shout out to Identity and Nina for taking a chance. Again, I've done lots of self-tapes, haven't nailed one just yet, but you know the deal. Keep trying, keep going and going. Hopefully I get better experience each time, and soon I can tweet out that I got a gig. Always believe. And now on to my man, it is Andrew Yang, or Alan Yang, I've forgotten, because I'm an idiot and I'm a moron, who asked how much cardio I do and how much cardio he recommends. Now, I like this idea of an hour and a half a week, because I think it's feasible, you can actually get it in, and it's not too intimidating. I like doing an hour every single day fasted cardio. I'm actually not doing that at the moment, I'm taking a bit of a break, but I will go back to that. But just make sure you do some cardio. I don't know we want to be big jack monsters, but your heart is the most important muscle in the body. You can't do anything without that. So aim for 90 minutes of cardio a week. You can increase it, try not to decrease it, but just get it in. A walk, a run, cross trainer, there's a stepper over there. It's all good, it will all work. And it's probably the most important thing you can do. Interesting one from Adam Ratcliffe, who asks, what do I think is my most genetically gifted muscle group? That's hard for me to answer, because I hate my physique. Not in a bad way, I'm totally cool with it. I think the thing that develops the most and the quickest is probably my chest or my back. It's not true, it's my ass. My ass just grows. All I gotta do is one set of squats. I don't get pump in my legs, I get pump in my ass. So that's right, I drew that straw, the ass straw. Russ, my man, he smashed it too. Basically, where would I rather go? Outer space, like outer space, or the deepest part of the ocean? I'm scared of both of these things. If the world was about to explode, I wouldn't get on the rocket, because I'm convinced the rocket would blow up. And have you ever seen videos of people going super deep in the sea? No. So, if I had to pick one, I'd probably go in the water and then freak out and die. Right, I got to buy myself a stupid tripod, because some of these gym shots are awful. Although shout out to the guy in the gym that offered to film it for me. What a lovely human. I said no, because I'm not that guy. So that's 3 sets with working warm-up sets as well. Of machine rows, 12 to 15 reps. That 15th rep, whatever your last rep should be, should hurt like a crazy person. And now you can join me, as I see, is the T-bar row free. Oh, it's free. It's gonna be a good day. It's not. It wasn't free first time. It wasn't free. Okay, so we will get to T-bar rows eventually, maybe. If not, I'll make something up. So instead, as you've just seen, I'm now doing single lat pull downs, single arm lat pull downs, hand lat pull downs. I mean, I've been training for a long time, never done them. Only been in my program for about a month. And it's like anything. Is my form 100% correct? Probably not. But I'm working on it, I'm getting feedback, I'm getting tips. And always remember, you wouldn't expect to get in a tractor and know what to do. Some people do, some people just have a sixth sense for it, but you have to learn the gym. You have to educate yourself in the gym, which is why some people come up with silly sayings like, you've got to humble yourself in the gym. It's true, it just sounds ridiculous. So, I mean, just do that. If you don't think you're getting something right, keep working on it, go on the internet, listen to things, and eventually you have it down. So instead we'll answer a question that comes from Jay, I think. How do I forget things so quickly? Who asked me, do I think if St. Anger came out today, would it get the same negative reaction at the Metallic record as it did 20 years ago? Yes. I like St. Anger. There's some good riffs on it, but it needs a good edit and it needs a solo or two. My man Alex, thank you for the question, who says, basically, how did your training differ when you were powerlifting, which I used to do in my younger years, compared to what we call bodybuilding? It's kind of a mixed bag when you say bodybuilding. And it's massively different, because what I used to do when I was powerlifting, or training for strength, how close my face is, was eat a lot of food and do 1 rep maxes. I think my best ever 1 rep max on a deadlift was like 275. Don't be impressed. I almost fell over afterwards, and if I had seen myself doing it now, I would have been appalled. No form. Just wanted to get it off the floor and into some sort of finished position. But I was massively unhealthy. I look back at pictures there now. I was like 18.5 stone. I'm just fat. Like, you can tell that I lift weights. It's just so much fat. It wasn't healthy. It's not good for you. I think if you can do that stuff, you need to have a good team around you. Just keep an eye on. I was just eating. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. And Ken has asked, will I be his substitute dad? Just going to presume, like, when your dad wants to tag out, I tag in. The answer, of course, is yes. So I swear the T-bar row is never going to be free today. So So we're going to move into, what's it called? Not supinated, reverse grip barbell rows. I still suck at these, I know I've been good at these. However, I will say changing my grip has helped massively. So we'll do these, T-bar rows. We finish with tramps. We'll answer more questions and we're done. TMOF wrestling. Hope I got that right. That's the best question because how do I lose my gut, my fat? Asking for a friend, lol, lol, ha, ha. My friend, I keep it simple for you. You don't need to go crazy. Calorie deficit, that's it. Just make sure you're burning more than you're consuming. Make sure you're eating below your maintenance and you will lose weight. It's not easy, it sucks. We all want to eat pizza and cheese, but just dedicate yourself to it, believe you can do it, and you'll do it. You see transformations all the time. Doesn't mean it's not impressive, but it's as simple as that. It's free. Irish wrestling asks, what do I do if I'm about to use a bench, somebody's sweated over it, and they don't wipe the sweat down? Again, these are easy questions to answer. I super kick them. Frodo, I got your question, I appreciate it. Who would I be in a tag team with if I could pick any superstar? I'm gonna go with three. Yes, one would be Goldberg, the other would be Bret Hart, and to pick someone modern today, it's nice and simple, Danhausen. So they've turned the music up real loud, so this video is now screwed, I do apologize. So we've done T-bar rows, finally. It's 3 sets. First 2 are 6 to 10 reps, so pretty heavy. Then you do 12 plus, just rep them out, so you want to kill yourself. Now I'm moving on to, came free when I started doing my barbell rows. I'm just going to get it, because there's loads of places to do barbell rows. This is kind of a finisher for the back, so it's just 12 to 15 reps, and again, those last few repetitions, you should be killing. You should get to number 15, or whatever the last one is, and be going, "Rah," like your brain's about to come out of your head. I do feel like I've had good momentum today, which is nice. Sometimes you do go to the gym and you think it sucks. Today I think it's good. It must be this amazing tan. I look so stupid. Move on to Kaito, who asks, what one album you think everyone should listen to once? Boring answer, Master of Puppets. I think it's probably the greatest metal album ever recorded, and therefore people should listen to it before they judge metal. And we're done. Finished with Barbell Shrugs. First 2 are pause sets, so you pause obviously. We did 15 reps, I think, and the last one is just rep it out as much as you can. It's good. I feel pumped, I feel tired, I feel like I want to cry. I think that's what we're aiming for when it comes to working out. Thanks so much for your questions. Leave me a comment below if you like this kind of video. We can do it again, especially at the moment, because the only reason I'm doing it is I'm so, in a good way, I'm so busy. I want to keep getting content going, so I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to film my life and we'll get it done. Otherwise, you know the deal. Like, share, subscribe. Patreon, Grill of Mind. Go in the description. It's too hard to do it here. Most because people look at me and I feel awkward. I'm that guy. I don't mind. I don't want to be that guy. Feel the fear. Do it anyway. Thanks for joining me again. See you soon.